All right. Well, I thought I would finish out sale discussions with the biggest sale of them all. And I just wanted to get your guys' thoughts really quick. I don't know if you guys have a lot of thoughts, but
I mean,
if you could have a 9.9 Spider-Man Eminem for $5,700 or a Eternals 2 with a 30-cent price variant, which one do you take?
I would rather have $5,700 worth of Charmin Ultra Soft.
That's
than
tough.
Either
that's a
of these
tough
two
question.
books.
Would I rather have that 30-cent variant?
I'd
probably take the 30-cent variant. I would probably take the 30-cent variant.
I might be tempted to take this one at that point. But I think, because how many 9.9s are there? You know? Maybe
well, we don't know.
How many 9.9?
It was 50% of the census. You know, when this book went up for sale. I haven't checked what the census is now. You know, to see if it's changed.
I do think it's funny that because I had a video and I was talking about it, and at the time it was 5,700. We didn't get any more bids. So I don't know if discouraged people from buying it. You know, buy what you like, but it definitely feels like I can't believe this got a 9.9. I don't like CGs. I don't care. They're trolling. That's crazy to me.
Well, because if you look at we were talking about that, the A cover has 0 9.9s and it has it's like 1,000 copies graded or something like that. It has I'm just like, this one had 2 copies graded. It had 2 on the census, and it was 198 and 199.
It's so wild to me. I mean, you can see that. Like, we're starting to hit the point where I think the first few sales for the 9.8 were like, the first one was like 2,500, and then it was like 18, and then it was 17, and then it was like 14, and then it was 16, and then it was, whatever. And now I think 1,200 is where it's kind of starting to go. But I don't know, man.
Wow.
I don't know about this one.
I mean, I always say it's like, yeah, whatever you want to spend your money on, you spend your money on. You know, that's fine with me. But in terms of like risk with this one, if you want it, wait 6 months. Just at least, because you'll be able to buy it in 6 months. Just wait and let's see what figure out what happens with it. See where it ends up. Maybe you do have to pay a little more, but it would be, history has shown us that normally these hot books correct back down.
Totally. And you can see like even the raw one still, I mean, I don't know, maybe this one is damaged, but like this is the same kind of roughly around the same price that people were paying for when it first came out. Like, and the books weren't even in hand. You know, people were paying whatever, anywhere from 170 to 200. So it's like, to that point again, like, again, I think this is maybe the price, and 6 months from now, this will probably still, at least for now, be the price. So
I think it's going to retain value. It's just a question of how much value is it going to retain. I don't think this is going to like $1 book or anything like that, but 2,500 for a 9.8, probably not.
Yeah, totally. The other one I wanted to talk about was this one right here, which these ones were starting to finally hit eBay. And I don't want to.
So are there many? So I checked this too a couple days ago, but everything was still pre-sale sales. So have there been any like new, like where they're actually in hand sales?
So here's one, right? In theory.
Okay.
In hand, yeah.
$890. Here's a $1,000. This seems 3 bids, $936. I don't know if this is an in-hand picture. Maybe it is or isn't. But it seems to be. I mean, like this one maybe looks like an in-hand, 900. So I can't remember exactly what the retail price was. I think it was actually 150. Might have been the retail price. And now these things are anywhere from 800 to 1,000. But I think like so. I wanted to. I mean, we don't have to talk about this book specifically, but like I feel a certain way about this one with CGC's involvement in it, because they worked with the dealer to grade 300 9.8s. And then they were going to destroy the rest. And then in theory, we're supposed
to get a video of that.
We're supposed to get some video with that. But it's like, again, there's no way we would ever get a video, because like how could they have a video of them like burning 700 copies? Like that's gonna bite them in the ass. Like, you know, like, oh, look at these people wasting paper, just burning you know, like there's no way they're gonna film that and provide that video. And then
you can't tell me burning that gold foil is not toxic.
Yeah, totally.
Now, the thing that I was surprised, I'll say the thing I was surprised about with this one is that my understanding of how this was done was that basically they sent in, you know, these, I think it was 1,000 copies, pre-screen 9.8. And then, so they had to pick out, you know, they had to get at least, you know, 300 9.8s, the rest get destroyed. But pre-screen 9.8 doesn't mean 9.8. It means 9.8 or higher. And so these are foil covers. I was sure we'd end up getting 9.9s and 10s, but there are 0 9.9s and 10s on the census. It is 300 exactly 9.8s. So did they find 9.9s and 10s and destroy those? Well, or are there like 9.9s and 10s in here that they're just like, nope, give it all 9.8s? And that was something I didn't like. I felt like it should have been 3, because there's no way you have 300 foils and there's no 9.9 or 10. Fresh. Those things are usually 9.9s and 10s.
That's such a great point. And so it like, it can't be, I mean, I'm sure that they graded it. I'm sure they grabbed it. They looked, you know, they did the thing like, it's 9.8, but clearly they were not like, if we find a 9.9 or a 10, we're going to pull that out. It was just like, let's just get 300 of these. And
I'd say it's probably pass fail. Yeah. It's a 9.8 or it's not.
Right. My thing about this is like, I just like, what is CGC? Like, cause are they a third-party body that is grading collectibles, or should they have a hand in creating a scarce collectible? And effectively, that's what they're doing. And I mean, again, however they define themselves as a business is up to them. But as far as I understand it, like they shouldn't have a hand in that, in my opinion.
For me, for the description on how I heard how this was all handled, I was fine with their involvement in it. Originally, I wasn't, when it was like you know, that you had that the mock-up that had CGC on like the back cover, you know, like their label.
Think it's still on there.
I thought they removed it.
Let's see. Let me see if I can find.
Or they changed the wording. It was like presented by CGC or something like that. That's what it was. They changed the wording where it sounded like they were, it was their variant. So yeah, okay. So that's what it's exclusively graded by where it was instead before. I don't remember what the exact wording was, but I think it was exclusive variant presented by. It was under the same thing as the BTC.
Which, by the way, somebody needs to crack this.
Yes, I was just going to say that. I'm like, we need to start a GoFundMe for somebody to do that.
but yeah, so like once they changed that, I was fine, and I felt like I felt like it was a reasonable business model. You know, if they want to create where you want to confirm that there are only X number of copies that are available. I thought, you know, it's not necessarily something I'm interested in, but I thought it was okay from a business standpoint. I did not have any like moral issues with them as a grading company type situation with this one. Because I mean, like if they sent in 1,000 and none of them as long as like if none of them, if they didn't hit 300 9.8s and they said sorry, then that's fine. You know, like as long as that's the approach they're taking, then I'm okay with it.
I guess so. Yeah. What do you think, Drew?
I'm disappointed because I thought it was a reprint of Superman 75, and I was going to say, you know, congratulations to them for actually making a copy of Superman 75 that somebody gave a crap about. But now I see it's a 30th anniversary special, so I care even less. I'll be straight with you guys. I have just like turned my brain off anytime I see one of these books or one of the damn Eminem books. I don't even care. I give them zero energy. So apologies to anybody in the chat or, you know, subscribers that's disappointed, but I'm gonna put myself in a different position and something I actually have some sort of interest or concern about.
Yeah. I mean, my feeling again is like, I very much doubt that these prices that they're selling for right now, as they hit the secondary market at like 890, 900, etc., are going to hold. There's no way, because look, if you're somebody who got this, and someone in the chat pointed it out, it was 175 retail. If you got this for 175 and you can sell it for 900, like you're going to do that. Like,
oh yeah.
of the 300 people who bought it, yeah, maybe there's going to be 20 to 60 people that generally are just, I want this. But like, I mean, I think most people bought this like maybe with the intention to flip it. And once those people flip, I have to assume that the price is going to be less than.
Yeah, I agree with what you and Ryan talked about earlier. You know, in 6-12 months, it's going to be a race to the bottom, and you know, you'd probably be back around 175, 250, you know, somewhere like that.
Thanks for watching this clip from the Swagglehaus Livestream. If you want to watch the full podcast, check out this link here. Also, if you want to support the channel and read a cool Lovecraftian pulp adventure, consider following the pre-launch page for my Kickstarter comic book, Sanity. Link in the description.